Hello, everyone. Doing my 1 month on estrogen update. 1 month. Um, just for the record, I was on the starting dose of estrogen, and I was on half the starting dose of T blocker because my doctor wanted to make sure the T blocker was not going to mess with my blood pressure or my electrolytes or whatever too much. It's a diuretic. Both of those are going swell, so I'm on the full strength T blocker now. So I've noticed I'm not having a reduction in body hair. Some of my body hair has gotten a little more dainty, a little more feminine, but I'm not having a reduction in body hair. It's still there. Like there's like the waxing when I've been waxing in there, like my chest, and the hairs that come back. Obviously not the ones that were waxed because it takes weeks for those to recover, heal, and grow back. And so they're new hairs in this hair cycle because your body's always shedding and putting out new hairs. Follicles I think go through almost a month dormant period. I don't know. I'm not a fancy hair studier. I'm not even a cosmetologist. I think cosmetologist is a cosmologist. I think in space. Whichever one does the makeup. Because today I just can't think. But I think it's cosmetology, so it'd be a cosmetologist. Which shouldn't, you think of space and cosmos, they shouldn't have the same name. It's confusing as fuck. But anyway, I'm not one of those. I don't know hair well. I know you have your terminal hairs and you have your vellus hairs, whatever, blah blah blah. And then you have like your specialized hairs, like your face hair, your genital hair, and your head hair. But like for body hair, you got your terminal, which is like men, it's their arms, and pretty much their whole body becomes terminal hair. But you still keep the vellus hairs. You still have some vellus hairs like on your arm. You still have vellus hair everywhere to a degree, but then the bulk of your arm hair becomes terminal. And like women, it's some of the arm hair will turn terminal, but stay thinner. It won't become thick terminal hair like men, and they get terminal hair on the legs. Men, of course, get hair on their chest and back as well. They can get. So what I'm saying is, all that hair on me is getting feminine terminal hair, but I still have terminal hair in the wrong spots. I still have hair, like not that invisibly blonde stuff, but the black or brown hair. Like, I still have it, like on my belly and my chest area. But it makes me think of like when you look at the what's typical for women, because everyone knows some women are hairier than others. Some are more, some are less. Some are blessed with no hair. Some are blessed with lots of hair, because they live in a cold climate and it's actually great. Like I'm not shaving my legs this winter. Fuck that. I live in Wisconsin. It's bad enough that I have to give up the beard. Like I just couldn't keep the beard. I couldn't rock it. It wasn't working. Some girls have beards, but most don't, and it wasn't working for me. I got enough with the beard was not cutting the mustard. So we dropped. So obviously, that's gonna eventually get lasered off. That's the thing. I gotta get in for laser. I'm holding off on laser because they did my neck, and the laser they used was great. Like they nailed it, but they missed with it. Their aim was terrible, and it was splotchy, and so I want to go to a place that actually has accuracy and a good performing laser. So I'm gonna get my neck retreated at another place, because the neck at places are like $70 or less a treatment, whereas your face is $100 and something a time. So that's why I'm just starting with the neck right now, because shaving my face doesn't hurt as much as shaving my neck, and I'm actually considering waxing my upper lip in the future. Because I've noticed my face hair is growing slower anyway. That's the thing, is all my hair has slowed down. I know this will not go away without laser, but it might get thin enough to where shaving and plucking is enough for now. I won't be able to pluck once laser is going on. I'm sorry, tweeze. I get yelled at all the time by my friend for saying pluck. Plucking is what you do to a chicken. Tweezing is what you do to your hair. But the biggest news of all, they're not so big, but they're big news, is I have breasts. Not a lot, I just now I'm noticing. But what it is I've gained some weight. I'm chubby. I have a little fat down here, but I gained fat up here, and I notice I'm gaining weight kind of a little bit all through my core to some degree. But it's like that, I don't know, it makes it, girls' fat's more jiggly than guy fat, if that makes any sense. Guy fat's like heavy and hard, and it's that that subcutaneous, like the under the skin layer of fat that will hopefully eventually I'll get enough of that in my cheeks and I'll get nice full cheeks. You know, you get those feminine traits, the softer features. You know, my body will hopefully soften more. I'm not wearing makeup right now so that you can see my face. And you can obviously see I have a razor burn mustache going because I just shaved. I was out of shaving cream this morning, so I had to go get shaving cream before I could shave, and I had a very busy day. And this video was supposed to be done and posted yesterday, or technically today. Well, technically this is tomorrow. Technically it was supposed to be posted yesterday, so because it's 12:28 a.m. on the 10th, but it's supposed to be June 9th. So, see, I'm getting there. I'm getting those. Look at those cheeks. Look at how soft and shiny those cheeks are. Also, look at how red they are from fucking razor. I gotta find out if anyone has any suggestions for razors. Comment and let me know. I'm using the Gillette Fusion because in that previous life I had to live, that provided a nice shave and wasn't very irritating. Even though I had a million blades, I was used to them. But I used to eat. It's always giving me a super close shave. I go against the grain, and it obliterates the hair. But I'm considering going to single blade razors that are cheaper. So because what I'm thinking is, as the blades go, you know, that first one does most of the cutting. It gets dull. You know, the back one will be to catch the hairs that get missed, but that front blade gets dull. And like I'm changing my blade every week because of pulling. So if anyone has any idea for a razor, possibly one that's cheaper that uses less blades, they will. You know, I'm looking for sharp blades, I guess. So maybe even something that's just got 2 or 3, but they get the job done. They don't cost, doesn't like $40 for a pack that only lasts me a month. Yeah, this is keeping this all nice and smooth. Ain't cheap. But yeah, so a little bit softer skin. Terminal hair is feminine-er, but still there. Boobs, we can cover that. Like right now, they're also a little more triangle-y. I'm not wearing a bra right now, so you could see them, kind of see them, because the bra adds a teeny bit of padding. It's like a thin, wafer-thin pad. But what it does do is it helps shape them more to a more feminine shape because they're not going to be in a feminine shape anytime soon. It takes time for that process, and I don't know if I'll ever even reach that stage because in breast development, there's like 5 stages that's considered to happen. And would be in stage 1 now, so I'm budding. I'm getting the breast tissue is growing, like the cells are activating and building breast tissue behind the nipples, and then it will expand out and start working its way out from there. And the nipple should expand to some degree with it. Eventually, then the nipples will start to slow down, and then the breasts will start to, you know, dome out. And I should get that more like domes or ovals, you know, the more or round, depending on the size, you know, the overall size shape. But you know, the more curved women's breasts as opposed to the more, I guess something kind of angular going right now because of the position of the tissue. Because men usually have, you think about men have like a square chest, they have square pecs. Women have, you know, round because they grow the breast tissue. It's like a circle of fat, like a half an orange or half a grapefruit of, you know, and it's fat. But with me, I've got just like a bud of fat starting behind the nipple, so, and then the regular fat, so it's making it kind of angular. And if that does grow, and trans women usually, I guess when I was reading, because of the way I started later in life, I will probably only hit the 3rd stage of breast development, which means it will not grow all the way. But if I get lucky and I hit 4th stage, or somehow by some hair malaria hit the 5th final stage of breast development, you know, I will get that shape. Otherwise, I'm looking at implants. You know, I might have to get some implants. And if I did, I would want the most tiniest, subtlest ones ever. I'd want like half a cup size worth, just whatever it would take to go up to the next cup size, because that would stretch the skin and give me the shape. I don't want something huge and fake that I'd have to get under the muscle because I don't want to lose any strength. So I want to be over the muscle. So I wouldn't want them to be hard to the touch and everything. I'd want them to be under the fat on the muscle. So we keep them little. I'm gonna stand up, I think, maybe, or maybe I can do this. Then you can also see I'm getting a little more curvy. Got that going. I've lost some body strength, so I'm gonna move my chair. I was shooting this earlier and I could not move the chair. I could, but I was having some trouble because there's just some stuff on the floor right now because I'm reorganizing the room. So, there we go. See? So you can see I'm chubby, and you can see I got the tissue here. I got a little weight here, so you can see that some of this is just weight, body fat, but this is growing faster than this. Like I gained a little here, and I have more here than I would have with this size of a belly. My weight's fluctuated through the years. I know what this should be, and you see right there at that angle. See, that's why if I didn't wear a bra, so I could actually show you. Not wearing any shapewear. Show you the booty. Look at that. I'm getting some booty going. I've had some booty. It's starting to round slightly. It's very slight. All this stuff is very slight. I've had a nice natural. I've had a more feminine butt to begin with, but unfortunately I don't have that back arch, the feminine arch. So from the top kind of angle, it doesn't look very feminine. But it's like down by the hips, or down by the hips, or down by the thighs. You can see that it's got the curve. So hopefully it'll get a little bit bigger and grow a little more at the top region, and I'll start getting some shape to me where people, will get it right. They'll get the whole gender thing right. Hopefully, actually, this is already kind of happening a little. My shoulders are this piece of muscle's shrinking a little already, but hopefully this will shrink down some, and then I'll get that. I'm working with the face. We're getting there. It's happening. But, so yeah, this is my 1 month on estrogen video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'm hoping to have follow-up videos in the future. I might shoot one tomorrow, and I'll call it estrogen part 2 with my makeup on, and then we can see just how good I look with makeup, with the estrogen going, all the effects together, and you can see just how it's all working out for me right now. Because passability is going way up. People are getting my pronouns right more often. But anyway, yeah, things are doing good. And I will talk to you all later. Have a good night. Bye-bye.